Hi, welcome. Um, Big deadline day transfer conversation, bro. I'm just trying to go through and paste through updates for you. First update: if you are Chelsea ni now, also supported Strasbourg, a Chelsea new club no matter France, no Strasbourg. They are up against Olympic Lyon, 2-1. Andre Santos, a very good header that has put them ahead of what's the name? I've seen Papa Echo Yemi over there saying Masa. Papa, transfer updates, of course. Late ones coming in. There's updates on Osimhen, Raheem Sterling, Sancho, and all of those updates. Domino effects going on. First one, and they say if Chelsea are able to pull through a deal for Jadon Sancho from Manchester United, Midika Kacho Webiano say Jadon Sancho from Manchester United to Chelsea is big on the books. And I explained in the morning saying these things. First one, and it said Jadon Sancho, Chelsea view him as an opportunity. If you look at the natural wide wingers at Chelsea here on the wings, there is Noni Madueke, there is Pedro Neto who can play on both wings, and there is Abrantia friend Modric. Now, you know that I have not mentioned Joao Felix, I have not mentioned Cole Palmer because they are not natural wide wingers. These are inverted tens or inverted wingers that like to occupy the half space. These guys are not part of them. Now, Jadon Sancho is one of these guys that can occupy the half space, can also keep the width as well. Under Eden Terzic at Dortmund, Jadon Sancho was very good at keeping the width in the Champions League and of course in the German Bundesliga. Again, if you want to ask about Jadon Sancho, one thing that is clear, and it's a Jadon Sancho, a London boy. Yes, Jadon Sancho is a London boy, and he favors a move to Chelsea. Chelsea view it as an opportunity, big opportunity. Pass on Benio say Jadon Sancho, who can increase their depth. Another thing that I've seen a lot of people say, and I agree with it, and they say, so I say Jadon Sancho, anytime he goes away from Manchester United, he is able to deliver. It looks as if a United environment that is not good for Jadon Sancho. Anytime he goes away from Manchester United, he gets to deliver, and that is one of the reasons why Jadon Sancho, Chelsea are really looking at him. Now, these things are key. In this afternoon, we heard from a lot of the sources out of Ghana, especially in the UK. What they were saying in clear. First one, Chelsea had the 2 offers in a Kokoma, Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. Mind you, Manchester United are under a new sporting management, the Ineos Group, led by Ashworth, Beresford, and of course Omar Berrada in the business front. So everything that they do is going to be hinged on business. If it doesn't make business sense to them, they are not going to do that deal at all. If it doesn't make business sense to them, there's no way they are going to do that deal at all. And this time, Manchester United are looking at doing a deal for Chelsea Football Club for Abranti FN, Jadon Sancho. And first one, the first bid that Chelsea sent to them, a loan deal. Both of them are loan deals. One of them an option to buy. One of the bids an option to buy. In the option to buy bid, it is clear in there. So Chelsea have told them that if Jadon Sancho is able to meet specific demands in there, they will buy him. And I know the fee is a little bit higher for Manchester United. In the obligation to buy deal, however, that is where Jadon Sancho and the fee to buy him a little bit high. Now, if you go on transfer market, now if you do a little research on Jadon Sancho, you realize that when he went to Dortmund last season, he was very integral for Eden Terzic. He was used in the left half space at some point in time, used in the right half space. It means that Chelsea, Mihailo Modric isn't really performing in all of those conference league games. One of the things that you should be very, very keen on, and it's this season Chelsea are going to play a lot more matches that they played last season. So watch the group stages of the conference league. Chelsea have another 5 different teams group name that they are going to play. Ghent, Panathinaikos, I think Olympiacos, and other team. There's a team called Noah. I didn't even know about that until today. I am very, very clear that Chelsea won that squad depth. Again, the final bait on Jadon Sancho, it looks as if it's a deal that is being pushed by coach your friend Enzo Maresca. It looks as if this is not from the sporting directors, but actually from the manager that is called Enzo Maresca or no, and O Pussy that big bid for Abrantia Efeni Jadon Sancho to come to Chelsea. It said if you are looking at those things, that is it in there. But this is what I was saying earlier. It is going to have a domino effect on other deals in the market. One, it means that once Jadon Sancho officially moves to Chelsea on loan, like I did mention to you, one of them bear an obligation to buy, one of them possibly is after an obligation to buy, there's also an option to buy in there for the Jadon Sancho deal. Now, yeah, can one seven. But one thing that is very clear about Jadon Sancho is that once he moves to Chelsea Football Club, Abrantia, your friend Raheem Sterling, it's very likely say he's going to go and play for Arsenal Football Club, also on loan. Now, one thing is clear. It's Mikel Arteta who has a very, very good relationship with Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho has been very clear with the Chelsea hierarchy. Say he wants to stay in London. He doesn't want to go away from London. He moved away from Manchester City to reunite with his team in London. Mind you, Raheem Sterling is somebody and if the Caribbeans and Nebusi and in Africa, the Caribbean island, Jamaica, thereabout, and on best settle or London. So moving from Manchester City to come to Chelsea, it gave him time to stay at home. Now, if you read the autobiography of Raheem Sterling, it's clear in there. I think in one of the pages, at the beginning pages now, he tells the story of Senia Debia Nani Mami a cleaning toilets any in a certain hotel, any washrooms, any other day. And he was always looking at the Wembley Stadium. He grew up in London. He's a London boy, so he always also wants to stay in London. Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, all of them Ibisa questions about Raheem Sterling. But the issue of the wages in Omantimi Anya a deal. Now Arsenal possibly are going to do a deal for Abrantia friend Raheem Sterling, and it is Mikel Arteta, manager of Arsenal, formerly worked with Abrantia friend Raheem Sterling or Manchester City, and he pushy for sad, Mind you, at Arsenal Football Club, they are looking at filling up their opportunities from outside. Now, Arsenal, the big issue is with Gabriel Martinelli. A lot of the Arsenal fans, say he is not being able to push up and do give them results like they want to do. A lot of the work is being done from Bukayo Saka end. Of course, Leandro Trossard, if he bench back, he gets the job done. But they need a depth in the wing area, and they are looking at Abrantia friend Raheem Sterling. And once he goes there, it means that Chelsea can go on also and do a deal for Abrantia friend Jadon Sancho. Like I'm telling you, a domino effect. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea, Raheem Sterling to Arsenal, and then Reece Nelson also leaving Arsenal Football Club. I'm about to enter the conversation for Abrantia friend Victor Osimhen stick and stay. I've told you the most competent outlets that I know for the Osimhen story are in Nigeria. The most competent outlet that I know for the Victor Osimhen story are in Nigeria. I've mentioned Omar Oto Akatugba, and I've also mentioned Poja. All of them are close friends of Abrantia friend Victor Osimhen. Very, very close friends of Abrantia friend Victor Osimhen. They know him. They've spoken with him. They've discussed a lot of things with him. Yes, if you look at their reportage on Twitter, all of them are making it look as if say they've not spoken directly to Victor Osimhen, but I can tell you they are just protecting their relationship with Abrantia friend of Victor Osimhen. I am very, very sure say that deal is very, very close. Mind you, the transfer window is close at 10 p.m. Ghana time. It is 8:08 here in Ghana. 8:08. It means that we have just a little of an hour and 52 minutes. A little of an hour and 52 minutes. Not yenya. The transfer window na close in England and of course in Europe. So in England it's going to be 10 p.m. Ghana time. We have 1 hour and 52 minutes. Like I told you, of course, we are Chelsea. So one thing that you should know, and it's Abrantia, the friend of Trevor Chalobah, finally, Crystal Palace have agreed a loan deal for Trevor Chalobah to move to Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace center back Joachim Anderson has moved from Crystal Palace to Fulham. Mind you, there was a time where Joachim Anderson was on loan to Fulham, so he knows Fulham, he knows Marco Silva as a manager, and one movie called him. They have, however, prevented the move of McGahey from moving to team my friend in Newcastle United. McGahey seems to be an important player. Mind you, in time McGahey move, no, Chelsea has a sell-on clause in McGahey. McGahey is one of those players from the Chelsea Academy in the days of Reece James Moore, Trevor Chalobah, Tammy Abraham. He is from that line, that conveyor belt of Chelsea Academy players from Cobham, from the La Cobham, no? And Chelsea have a sell-on clause for Abrantia, your friend McGahey moving from Crystal Palace to Newcastle. No, it has not worked out. He's going to stay in there, and it looks as you said they are going to get Abrantia Yefreno, Trevor Chaloba to join in on their team and come and play for them in the English Premier League. Oh, Honam, which is a very, very big one. Somebody says in the comment section, let me read some of them. Someone says, what is the update on Osimhen? I know that's what everybody's looking at. Trust me, I have a lot of updates for you here. I'm praying so hard. God, please soften the heart. God should soften the heart. I wonder whose heart has to be softened in there. We'll look at the Osimhen conversation for you over here as well. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I need to say a very big thank you to everybody that subscribed to the channel, that has been here with me. I'm very grateful. I do not take it for granted. Trust me, it's with a lot of joy. My heart is filled with joy when you guys come in here and then share your thoughts, share your opinions here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. We have a lot of conversation here for you. Now, this is what happened in the last few hours with Victor Osimhen. The last few hours, this is exactly what's happening with Victor Osimhen. Let me try and chronicle the story for you. So, from Enra to Enrechi, what Napoli sought to do was that to try and get the best possible fee for Victor Osimhen. Now, what happened was that Al Ahly in Saudi Arabia, you can only register 8 foreign nationals. TNA. You can only register 8 foreign nationals. Now, no more 8 needed that. And this summer, no more former Newcastle player, your friend Maxim Alan St. Maxim, every Newcastle, every Al Ahly for Honum, and a core FC Fenerbahce in the Turkish Superliga. So it means that they had one extra slot to get in a player. In the extra slot, they wanted an attacker. These two attackers are normal is one Ivan Toney and two a branch friend of Victor Osimhen. Now the negotiations for Ivan Toney had started way before Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen negotiation did grow in the last few days and then weeks. But then with Ivan Toney has started for a long time. It is also Brentford for throughout preseason. Brentford for manager friend Thomas Frank kept on telling Obia, said it looks as if say Ivan Toney may move, so they are not going to play him in the first 2 games. They have not played a branch your friend Ivan Toney because they knew that Al Ahly for now Al Ahly realized that there is an opportunity for a branch your friend of Victor Osimhen. So quickly, what they did was that they went straight to Napoli. Now Al Ahly for entourage, one, it was led by Papa your friend of Lee Codrington. Now, if you go to Wikipedia, look up Lee Codrington. He is an Irish former professional footballer. He is a legend of the game. He has been a sporting director for Atalanta. When Manchester United were going to get Rasmus Højlund from Atalanta, they dealt with Lee Codrington. Lee Codrington is very experienced in football negotiations and the sporting director for Al Ahly in the Saudi Pro League. That's where they started it. Now, I'm going to call they tackled 4 thematic areas about the Osimhen deal. Let me run it to you by them. One, the first thing that Lee Codrington and then the entourage, for Al Ahly area, the first part that he tackled is one, the possibility of Osimhen wanting to return back to Europe. Now, Osimhen himself, Osimhen is 25 years of age. Osimhen himself, Osimhen would love to come back and come and play in Europe. They know that Osimhen, as a Nigerian, is a very ambitious person. So the first thing they told him was that when himself will push it for a very long time, say open a release clause, so that you can come back and play in Europe. They agreed to put in the release clause. The release clause was going to be between the range of 40 to 50 million. Now, mind you, they were buying a branch friend Victor Osimhen for 60 million from Napoli, and it means that if you are doing amortization calculation every year for a 4-year deal, never just 15 million into so about 2 years for some activity release clause. Now they would get extra 31 million profits in there if Osimhen gets back. So it was a win-win for the Saudi Arabians, Al Ahly led by Lee Codrington and our branch friend Victor Osimhen. Now immediately that was done. The next thing that they wanted to tackle is to pry on the emotion of our branch friend of Victor Osimhen. They wanted to make sure that they break the emotion of Victor Osimhen. Al Ahly they didn't come to play. They came on to make sure that they get Victor Osimhen. They are moved. They love Osimhen. They wanted to make sure so bring a branch friend of Victor Osimhen. So the next thing they did, they say after Lee Codrington, I had the groundwork, the basic work, breaking the ground for a branch friend Victor Osimhen. They now make sure that they flew in Papa, your friend of Michael Eminalo. Of course, so you're Chelsea, I'm sure say you already know of Papa, your friend of Michael Eminalo. Now, all the things about Michael Eminalo are clear. And they say Michael Eminalo is a former Chelsea sporting director next to Mariana Granovskaya Tamina and Roman Abramovich. And he has been instrumental in a lot of things that Chelsea have done. He knows the running of Chelsea day in, day out. Of course, it's a new ownership, so maybe he doesn't know so much, but he knows it. But the reason why he was there is simple. He went to Naples, which is in Napoli, where Victor Osimhen was. And the first job, and he said, he was supposed to prick the emotions of Osimhen and remind him from where he comes from, and remind him, says, it is going to change his generation, it's going to change his family, and he will not get it anywhere again. Now, Michael Eminalo went there, did the same deal, did everything spot on. Now we know of the figures. Let me repeat it for you again here. First, it was 30 million. First, just 30 million. And then Saudi Arabia for one branch of Victor Osimhen annually, which is around 620,000 euros per week. Now they added bonuses, and it could grow up to about 40 million euros. Yes, you heard it here, 40 million euros. It could go up to that. And then I'm proposing my branch of friend of Victor Osimhen say Obebuvi every Naples, Akko Jeddah in Saudi Arabia to go and play for Al Ali. Now, this and common means that Osimhen could have gotten around 160 million euros in 4 years in Saudi Arabia, but Osimhen looked away, and that deal could not go on. Again, one of the things I was clear to say, time and Napoli for, and you see, Chelsea for have been very, 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 very lucky. He have been very lucky. One of the things that did help Chelsea, he say, in and around the time, not Chelsea for a hope, he say everything can go on their way. Chelsea for could do Napoli, especially the two sporting directors, any Baghdad Egbali. They went to Napoli and ran a job after the Severte game, 2 a.m. and go do Naples they started negotiation for Victor Osimhen. But one of the key factors of negotiation, and they say you go and you sniff around, you ask questions, you look at how possible you can get, and then get your player and get him to London. Questions now. They realize that this afternoon Aurelio De Laurentiis. So when him the Napoli owner, friend Aurelio De Laurentiis are, maybe you don't know, just like Lotito is one of the owners of Sampdoria in the Italian Serie A. They are very, very tough negotiators, pa. And one of the things that he did was that Aurelio De Laurentiis was holding up. He was holding off. He was making a deal very difficult for Saudi Arabia for him. So the Saudis were not getting a response for Victor Osimhen, and then they have pulled out. So Saudis for out of the conversation. We are Chelsea here. Fashion team, make the big updates is that the Saudis are out of the conversation. Paris Saint-Germain is out of the conversation. Say Besia, it means that Victor Osimhen will only stay in Napoli or go to Chelsea. Those are the only two options. 303 people live here. Big up all of you. Thank you very much. Someone joining us here, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I love you. My heart is filled with joy, and I'm very, very grateful. So you guys are here, just so other people can get the live to join and enjoy the analysis. So share the link on every WhatsApp group that you are in, every club at all. We'll talk about every other club. Of course, there's a lot more on Victor Osimhen, but share the link on your Facebook, anywhere. Thank you very much. Set my share link on here. Of course, I was talking about the fact that Aurelio De Laurentiis is a very, very, very stubborn negotiator. Once he played hardball for the Saudis on to Chelsea, like everybody say, yeah, like I told you, it is coming. Osimhen will remove Chelsea, and everything seems to be going on. I told you, say the deal is going to happen. Raheem Sterling over there of Kevin Sayaka is reporting for Sky, so he's going to move on and then go and join the team that's called Arsenal Football Club. At Chelsea, nothing is known yet in terms of that. Raheem Sterling, they're still in there in their balance. Wait to see. There are a lot of updates that are going to come in there. I think that as it stands now, once the Saudis were out of the conversation, the big one was now on front of Chelsea to convince Aurelio De Laurentiis. Now, Chelsea know that as it stands now, Romelu Lukaku has joined Napoli, or joining Napoli. Everything is clear. So Napoli would want to get their man out of it. They would want to get their man out of Naples. And Romelu Lukaku, what they now have to do is that they have to get Osimhen off the wage bill. Now, Nyetia, before we beside this question, Nyetia, me are very confident in the fact that Branch friend Victor Osimhen will join Chelsea Football Club and then by 10 p.m. Ghana time. Now, this is it. See, Italian clubs are suffering financially, and then they need to get money. They need to raise revenue. In the raising of revenue, one of the things that is very, very important, and they say they need to make sure say if there is a wage on their wage bill, any important, and they can do away with her. They want to make sure that they do away with. And one of them, after getting Romelu Lukaku, Napoli would want to do everything possible to make sure say they get Osimhen out of their wage bill. It is a 12 to 16 million wage annually and a Victor Osimhen edge or Napoli, and they want to make sure say they get it out of their wage bill. And it is very, very likely that Chelsea can do a deal. Chelsea first offer on their mom to Napoli for now. And again, if it's our club to club negotiations, there is my man that's called Party, one very low-key credible person that I get a lot of information from, that is telling me say over there at Napoli, it is very, very clear. Say Chelsea for now have agreed a deal with the Neapolitans in there for Avantia, your friend of Victor Osimhen. They are very, very clear in there. They want to get that deal done in there for Avantia, friend of Victor Osimhen. Chelsea, I agree with the club. So again, the next step of the conversation is that Chelsea are a good deal between Napoli and a club. Now they have agreed it's a loan option obligation to buy Chelsea Beton Yami next summer. Now, I'm going to tell you about Jadon Sancho. We've spoken about him, but I'll come to you very, very soon. Don't worry, I'll give you all the updates. On a one of the reasons in here very important for Victor Osimhen, and it's if you look at the player, Chelsea for not catcher and say they will not miss the 600,000 Saudi Arabia for the person on the man, no. But Chelsea are looking at the base salary of somewhere around 300,000 euros, which is going to be somewhere around 275,000 euros. But they have also promised him pounds. But they promised him say there are going to be bonuses that can raise it up into bonuses bit to say number of goals or better, bonuses bit to say number of assists or better, bonuses bit to say if Chelsea is able to qualify for the Champions League, bonuses bit to say if Chelsea is able to win any cup, Conference League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. These are all very, very feasible bonuses. Omakacha Victor Osimhen say if he is patient and they do a deal, they are going to get him to come to Chelsea over there, and everything is going to go on well for no Victor Osimhen, and it's something that he is really licking his lips on our branch here. Victor Osimhen to join Chelsea. Somebody just asked about the Sancho deal. No, let me pause slightly on Osimhen. I'll come back to Osimhen. There's some updates in there. I'll come back to you, but let me give you. So, who joining us later? What I was saying about Jadon Sancho is there's an opportunity for Chelsea that is going to do a domino effect. In fact, Jadon Sancho, Raheem Sterling, has agreed a deal with Arsenal Football Club. Will agree a loan deal to cut down his wage to Arsenal Football Club. Raheem Sterling has agreed to move to Arsenal Football Club. As it stands now, the time is almost 8:30 Ghana time. It means that we are inching close to an hour and 30 minutes. Ghana has seen away from the transfer window. It is getting closer. The calm before the storm is coming. We are going to get there. We'll know exactly what is going on in here. But Raheem Sterling has agreed has agreed to join Arsenal in there. He is waiting for the clubs. Raheem Sterling is now waiting for the green lights from the clubs now. Senebaya, they can go on and then do his medical for Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal are advancing into talk snipper on a branch here. Your friend Raheem Sterling. Makach Mekan earlier say immediately Raheem Sterling goes to Arsenal. Arsenal following their friend Reece Nelson. He'll be moving from Arsenal to go and join Ipswich Town. Mind you, Ipswich Town have also gotten Chelsea player, your friend Armando Broya, team to come out. It means that this summer, Arsenal for Ricardo Calafiori, Mikel Merino, on being a goalkeeper Neto for Bournemouth, any Arsenal for any Chelsea player, your friend Raheem Sterling. Me catch Richardo on the show, said Raheem Sterling ain't a bad player. He's a quality winger. His days at Chelsea haven't worked. Maybe Mikel Arteta, who knows him from the days at Manchester City, can reinvent him. Also, the wage bill had to go off Chelsea books, and that's why Chelsea are making sure that everything is done. Of course, Al Ali, any Ivan Tony deal, everything is done. Medicals, no my BBA, and our branch here, your friend Ivan Tony is going to go on and then play for Tima, your friend Tima. Al Ali in Saudi Arabia. I just got an update. says Strasbourg for have scored the third goal. Strasbourg have scored the third goal after Sabrantia, your friend Andre Santos rose higher, headed home. Strasbourg for they are beating Lyon by 3-1. This is another club that is owned by Clear Lake and then the Blue Cool. I kept on telling you guys, the Blue Cool for Clear Lake for they know exactly what they are doing, and their manager Rossonneau is getting the job done in the Italian, in the French league. Of course, Manchester United for just a few minutes ago have announced the deal for our branch friend Manuel Ugarte, the Uruguayan. Last season at Chelsea Chelsea pushed for our branch friend Manuel Ugarte. They asked questions, they wanted to get him. Manuel Ugarte favored and moved away from Benfica to Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, Paris Saint-Germain, he hasn't really fitted what he wanted to do. I just saw in the stream that somebody just put in the stream that Fifi, I owe you a wife. Calm down. I don't need a wife right now, please. I don't need a wife. I don't need a wife. I promise you. I don't need a wife. I'm fine. So yeah, Manuel Ugarte, a new Manchester United player. Oh, they're telling me that the Strasbourg game is around 4-3 now. Thank you for the updates. In the 3-3 now, 4-3. Wow. What a game. What a game that's going on in there. It's Manuel Ugarte is now a Manchester United player. Who said the official video out. Manuel Ugarte is in. It means that Manchester United can now have a midfield of Casemiro, Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes. How are you going to go around this Manchester United midfield? By again, look at teams midfield. Look at Arsenal's midfield of Caicedo, Partey, Jorginho, Mikel Merino, Odegaard. Look at Man City of Kovacic, Kevin De Bruyne, having the likes of Matthias Nunez, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Womutimo. Look at Manchester United having these guys. And again, you compare that Chelsea midfield, and you know that Chelsea has a lot of quality in the middle of the park. Into Chelsea for deal, Manchester United deal for Branch for Manuel Ugarte has been done in there, and he's going to go on and enjoy it. And it's a deal that has been sort of course. Reeves Nelson also is an advanced stocks order. Sadio Nina hinge on Chelsea. Somebody agree a deal for Raheem Sterling to go to Arsenal Football Club. Of course, I was talking about Victor Osimhen, and we were around the point where Osimhen conversations. Now Chelsea and Aka, Chelsea pay any club Aka. A real one by 5 to 6 p.m. No, by 5-6 p.m. And Victor Osimhen got angry at Aurelio De Laurentiis because he feels that one year some transfer window will be in the next 1 hour, and I know Victor Osimhen will still be a Napoli player. He will not be able to go away from there, which is something that is very, very worrying. Now, ono show Honman also one year na yebebo transfer window no yebebo no Victor Osimhen is still going to be in there as another player for Branchia Yefreno. Another player, Victor Osimhen, was still going to stay at Napoli, and he really wanted that. So he was very, very angry at Napoli for him. I can tell you, as it stands now, Chelsea are doing a deal for Victor Osimhen. Chelsea, any Napoli or club-to-club agreement. Somebody says, Fifi, please, this season, make agree, give Richard a cry. I like the banter though. Yes, I love it too. I love the banter, and Richard also loves it. Trust me. And talking about deals, let me tell you here, we got some deals to move away, but we are not moving. We didn't move because we love it and we want the banter to be there. One of my earlier deals also, the decision was not to move because I love what I was building with Richard over there, and I know that we are building something good. Sometimes deals is not about money alone. It's about ambition. This one, I said it, not just the 200,000. I've gotten more than that, some around 350,000 in recent times with times 5 of one. I mean, not times 5, but times 3 of one I'm taking already. But trust me, the plan is to stay put, El Hassan, at least for some few more years, and we see how it goes. So yeah, we love you also. We thank you for everything I've been doing for us, Mene Richardo, and of course everybody on the Insure Sports team. We love you, and of course for me personally, I want to say a very big thank you to you. On subscribing to the channel now, it's an opportunity to subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, share the link on every football group be a woman in there. Forget about even Fabrizio Romano. Trust me, the best link for Victor Osimhen to Chelsea are 2 Nigerians that I've told you about. 2 Nigerians that I've told you about. Who's the Simon? Simon said he doesn't think that the deal is going to happen. Calm down. Don't rush it. As it stands now, like I'm telling you, Chelsea are doing a deal for Victor Osimhen. The biggest part of the negotiations was Aurelio De Laurentiis. Chelsea have gone over that hurdle. The hurdle now that's left is to agree a fee for a deal with Victor Osimhen. Now I know a lot of people are saying say Chelsea should give Osimhen the money that he demands or the money that he wants. But guys, listen to me. Yeah, Chelsea can be simple. Omo ma Osimhen 600,000. But they can give him a very good base salary. Now, in this base salary, we are looking at somewhere around 250,000 to 300,000 for Osimhen. Now, Osimhen, like I was saying a few minutes ago, say Omutimi agrees the bonuses are going to be hefty. Chelsea qualify for Champions League. Number of goals Osimhen Beshe. If Chelsea are going to be in the top 4, if Chelsea can win any cup, whether Conference League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, if they're able to win any of these things, Chelsea's bonuses that they are going to give Victor Osimhen are huge, very fat and hefty. And they've told the young man say he should agree to take Sadio because if he does, he is going to get a good time. The base salary may not meet the demands over there, but definitely it's going to be a very good one in there for Liverpool. Ugarte Liverpool transfer, Alan Varela. That's what somebody saying in there. So, Chelsea are in negotiations. I'm still trying to work the phones in there to get you the updates. An hour left to Fifi. I know, 8:31 here. It means that we have about an hour and 29 minutes left, and the transfer window is going to close. 8:31, an hour and 31 minutes left here, and the transfer window is going to close in there. We'll wait to see what is going to happen. I've told you that for me, I am very, very confident that Victor Osimhen, great. I've gotten another one from Abanti friend, Omar Akatuba. He is one of the closest people to Victor Osimhen, one of the closest journalists. He's a Nigerian journalist that is based in Germany, very, very close to Abanti friend Victor Osimhen. And these are the people that makes me believe, say the deal can't be done. Omar is very, very close to him. And somebody asking, Omar, we chop for Nigeria, this person right for Nigeria. They're asking about the Victor Osimhen deal in there for a bench friend of Victor Osimhen in there and how he is going to go on and be a next Chelsea player. Mind you, in the last few hours, this has been said several times about a branch friend Victor Osimhen. He wants the Chelsea move. Omar did say a couple of days ago, said, if you look at Victor Osimhen, some people close to the entourage have told him, say he is going to join Chelsea Football Club at somewhere around 350,000 euros as a player. But we wait to see. Of course, Samu Omorodion and so a couple to El Honum, and it's very, very close. A deal that's going to be done in there. I know you went Saudi and still poor now. They're talking about a lot of things. I want to get that new update from Abrantia Yefreno Omar Akatuba, a very, very close friend of Abrantia Yefreno Victor Osimhen, to see if Osimhen is going to move on and then move to Chelsea in there. Somebody replied to Omar Akatuba and says, even Chelsea refused the chance to sign Benzema once he's gone to Saudi. You don't go for retirement football, expect blah, blah, blah. And Omar says, exactly so. When people say go to Saudi and come back to Europe, I laugh. See the level of clubs that wanted Kante in England. A whole Kante in there. Of course, people are talking about anytime, and he is talking about the fact say he has discussed with Osimhen. If you go away to Saudi Arabia and you are coming back to mainstream Europe, it's a little bit difficult and something that they can't do. And this is what Omar Okatuba said. And the last thing about Victor Osimhen, I'll say Chelsea should do Europe a favor by keeping one of its brightest stars, Victor Osimhen, on the continent. They should break their wage structure to secure the incredible talent, offering him 1.5 million per month. After all, 45% of that will go into taxes and will remain in Europe. He has always told me he is set for life. And this is what Omar Katuba Eka. And this is why I keep on telling you, the best outlet for the Osimhen story, they are his brothers in Nigeria. Omar Akatuba essay, Osimhen told him months ago, days ago, weeks ago, said he is set for life. He doesn't need Saudi Arabia money. He just wants enough to be there. He just wants enough to be there. And he's saying, he said, it's about Chelsea Foreman 1.5 million euros per month. Now, from Boneba, 45% of that will go into taxes. And I think that's one of the big things about players that want to stay in England. They know that most of the monies do go into taxes. He has always told me, and he said for life, even with the millions he's earned at Napoli, this young man is truly set for life. Chelsea should break their wage structure in there for Omar Akatuba, talking about a branch friend of Victor Osimhen in there to go and play for them in there. So wait to see how that's going to go. No, it's easier to go to Saudi Arabia after Europe than it is to come back to England. Of course, these are people that were all advising Victor Osimhen to be someone India. Victor has probably not moved that. It is because the likes of Omar Akatugba have been advising him to make sure he stays in Europe, and it looks as if Victor Osimhen will stay in Europe. If Osimhen doesn't go to Chelsea, he will stay at Napoli, and the relationship between Napoli and Victor Osimhen is broken. In the last few hours, Fabrizio Romano, who is an Italian and has these Italian sources, was clear about that. Said the relationship between Victor Osimhen and Napoli was broken. In fact, Victor Osimhen was furious about Real de Orientes, and that relationship is broken. It means that Napoli would have to find a way to sell Victor Osimhen to Chelsea. They need to find a way to sell our branch friend of Victor Osimhen to Chelsea, and that's where we are now. Chelsea are trying to still negotiate the wages of our branch friend of Victor Osimhen, and Omar Katuba, who is a very, very close friend of our branch friend of Victor Osimhen, is saying Chelsea should make sure they break the wage structure and then bring in Abrantia, your friend Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen. This is it from Omar Akatugba. There is one from the other journalist I told you about in there when I spoke about him. Poja, although a certified photographer, but also a very, very close friend in there for Abrantia, friend of Victor Osimhen. But my friend Johan Cruyff is saying something. I'm saying the next few hours will dictate my mood in the next week or so. Chelsea needs Osimhen bomber, and I think that this is the same for everybody. The next few hours is going to dictate the mood. I should drink water small. Okay, I have water. I thought people were saying heat, so no water. But I'll take your water. But of course, somebody says, please tell Richardo we the Chelsea fans are coming for him. Oh yeah, this season we are finishing Richardo. Fifi, upon all the waiting, if Victor don't come, I will surely be brokenhearted. Exactly. For a lot of Chelsea fans, I know that if Victor doesn't come, it's going to be broken heart for the Chelsea fans. And I know, like Johan Cruyff, Eka Chairman, was on my phone, say the next few hours is going to dictate his mood as a Chelsea fan. If Palace want to make a late move for an offensive wing back, we happen to have Wing Chua. They should get a job done. It's an easy one for them. In the next few hours, a big one for Chelsea Football Club. I'm waiting for Poja in the last 7 minutes. Another big one on the Raheem Sterling and Arsenal deal. No, it's at its final stages, guys. It looks as if Raheem Sterling is going to go to Arsenal. That is confirmed. Raheem Sterling, echo Arsenal. That is done. Raheem Sterling is going to go to Arsenal Football Club. In there, he is going to do the deal for them. Raheem Sterling is going to go to Arsenal Football Club. So why joining me on YouTube live here? Thank you very much for joining me. Raheem Sterling, it's in its final stages that Raheem Sterling is going to join Arsenal Football Club. Raheem Sterling, echo Arsenal Football Club. Just the last few details, like I did mention to you, the player to club conversation was done. He was just waiting for in there. I've seen over there say a lot of the people that are coming in from Italy, a lot of my links in Italy are saying that, like I'm telling you, calma, patient. The Italians will say calma. They will also say tranquillo. Somebody's asking about Jadon Sancho. We don't want Jadon Sancho. Trust me, I know that Chelsea don't necessarily need Jadon Sancho, but a opportunity. So Babe Kanwa, watch Jadon Sancho. At time I was out of Manchester United, he has played very well. But Mudryk could not go on loan. Trust me. Chelsea will let him play the smaller games to build his confidence. He's not going to go on loan. Benjamin Chilwell, there is also a possible move from Crystal Palace. We'll look at it in the last few hours. 1 hour to go. We are entering the 40th minute of the 8 o'clock hour. I say it means that can be done. So be patient on a branch friend of Victor Osimhen. It is slowly picking up. I told you it is going to happen. Just the wages. Omar Katuba, if you go to street, and of course, let me go to my brother. Poja is somebody that's also very, very close to Victor Osimhen. And every time I look there, it looks like a cryptic message on Twitter directly to tell you that Victor Osimhen will Chelsea and answer uncle. But then if you look at it in there, it's very clear. He is saying something in there. Maresca and Arteta booked with Sterling. Maresca says he doesn't not fit into his philosophy. Arteta sees an opportunity there and about to sign him. We will see who made the right decision. That's a very, very good take from Poja on our branch friend on in there. Pooja did say something in the last few hours. Also, there's a possibility Chelsea and Arsenal must have good relationship with transfers in there in terms of Victor Osimhen. If Victor Osimhen stays back at Napoli, he will be cashing in heavily every week and have nothing to do. He will hang out with a lot of Twitter friends, keep the advice for family and friends in there. Football Twitter, of course, we are winning in there. Victor Osimhen, big one in there. Despite the long conversations, Enzo Maresca has called Victor Osimhen and they are in negotiations, having a lot of conversation. Chelsea offer no, and that's so that table no so Emma Branch I friend Victor Osimhen as it stands now. We wait to see how all of that goes. But it looks as if it's a deal as a deal at Echo to and it's Chelsea are doing that deal for Raheem Sterling to go to Arsenal. But like was said earlier, if you compare Raheem Sterling, Mikel Arteta used him at Manchester City. Enzo Maresca knows him at Manchester City. Mikel Arteta believes that he fits his philosophy. Chelsea don't, however, do not think so. We'll see who was right. What about Trevor Chalobah? Trevor Chalobah is going to go on loan to Crystal Palace. That is also in an advanced stage. Trevor Chalobah is going to Crystal Palace. It's an advanced stage. Go back from your microphone small. Okay. To Trevor Chalobah is going to go on back from him. Of course, Fabrice Hawkins just came in with a big one as well. Fabrice Hawkins is saying Chelsea are optimistic to reach full agreement with Arsenal over a loan for Raheem Sterling. And like I told you, the Raheem Sterling to Arsenal deal is going to go through. It's very, very likely. So Raheem Sterling is going to join team that's called Arsenal, while Chelsea are hoping to find a way to bring Jadon Sancho on deadline day. So that deal can also be done. Jadon Sancho. It's a domino effect. Raheem Sterling, Jadon Sancho, and Abrantia, your friend Reece Nelson going away to Ipswich Town. Quality. Last time I was saying the importance of Victor Osimhen inside Chelsea team is there for everybody to see. One, the most important thing about Victor Osimhen, characteristic, the mental psyche of Victor Osimhen. You see him, you know that he's a menacing center forward and he doesn't take no for an answer. He's an aggressor. He loves to go into battles. He loves to win them. And so Victor Osimhen at the Babaya time Ghana in Nigeria boy, you could tell the quality that he comes with. You could tell that he's a top player. You could tell say he's very confident in his ability and his skill set, and definitely he's going to make things happen. Again, you go away from all of that, and tactically, the first thing that's important about Victor Osimhen is the fact that he brings in what we call a tactical dynamism in build-up. Now, say Chelsea CCA Bodiapa, one of the things that they do consistently is they'll go with a lot of short passes and try to build up from the back. Yakaneha, some of them is about being the inverted fullback. Some of them also you play with floor extra midfielders to win the ball in the middle of the park and then progress forward, which is very, very important. Now, Victor Osimhen, most of the teams are urban and seeing AGD say they want to do a lot of man-for-man press. Now, if you play against a man-for-man press, one of the things that you should be able to do, and they say, if you're going to go around the man-for-man press, you should be able to win your duels. You should be able to go into duels and win them. And that's one thing that City does very well with Erling Haaland. Now, they can go long, and then Victor Osimhen will be the target man. He'll be the holder player. He is going to be the outlet when they want to build up from the back and change that short passing. And then he's going to go on and win a lot of duels. Again, one of the things that wasn't so good for Chelsea last season is the job that they did in the defending of set pieces and the attacking of set pieces. Chelsea weren't good at that. Chelsea were the 10th team in terms of conceding from third pieces, and it wasn't a good metric. They've brought on Bernardo Cueva. Game that Chelsea and Wolverhampton won was a boy, and you could tell very, very clear. So Chelsea had a very good corner kick routine. Now, one of the things that they do is they use Enzo Fernandez, any Abrantia, any Kopama, back here left-footed, back here right-footed. One stand here, one stand here. So Kopama and an air bar because he's right-footed, depending on where the corner kick is, it can be an in-swinger or an out-swinger, something that can convince the opposing defenders to when they don't know exactly how they are supposed to stand in terms of defending and in terms of getting the job done in there. Again, it's on the other side as well. Now, because they build that, if you get a tall, lanky center forward, 6'4", 63, a Victor Osimhen in the boxer, the box presence is enough. Again, for me, the ball manipulation is important. People have said, say, maybe Osimhen might not fit how Maresca wants to play. He fits it. Again, he also fits like a glove, like with how Chelsea wingers no a person on ball. Pedro Neto likes to put in the crosses, and you have Victor Osimhen over there. If you look at somebody like even Mihailo Modric, if he's going to be on the wing, one of the things that he would be asked to do is sending the crosses. If Noni Madueke is able to beat his attackers 1v1 in a low block, one of the things that Chelsea can do is sending crosses, and it increases the number of chances that Chelsea will create. And with Victor Osimhen as the box presence now, it's going to be important. Chelsea very optimistic to reach full agreement with Arsenal over a loan for Raheem Sterling, while Chelsea hope to find a way for him. Victor Osimhen, it's the same situation. No new effort for the player, closer to stay at Napoli than he is to leave. But like I said, the deal is getting closer. Chelsea will offer a last big bid in the closing hours of the window to try and get him to come there. A branch friend Fabrice Hawking did mention that Chelsea sent in a 155 million bid, a bid that I personally do not agree with. I think Chelsea sent in a better bid for Victor Osimhen in there. Chelsea need Osimhen. Yes, Chelsea really gets Osimhen, and it's a big one for them. Fabrice Hawkins, I see Osimhen remains the same. Raheem Sterling, it's a brilliant player, one of the most underrated of his generation. But this is a player that simply cannot function without a clinical world-class number 9 beside him. Arsenal is a move that will further stain his legacy. When did his City form decline? When they begin playing with a false 9? Why did he suffer at Chelsea? Because they didn't have an out-and-out number 9. And now he's going to Arsenal where he has Jesus Havertz as 9s. He is going to decline. That's somebody's thought on Raheem Sterling moving to Arsenal Football Club. We are getting closer. We are almost entering 9 p.m. here, and officially we are going to enter it at 1 hour in there from the end of the transfer conversations in there. It is done. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea. Here we go. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea. There we have it. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea. Here we go. Loan deal with an obligation to buy. The clause has been agreed between the clubs. Sancho already said yes, he wanted Chelsea move. Deal now agreed between all parties. Man United accepted the proposal, and the deal now set to be signed. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea is in the offing. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea is done. Like I was saying, let me go through it again. Sancho is not a player that Chelsea needs, but he is an opportunity. Chelsea are going to get Sancho at a reduced wage. He's 25 years of age. Chelsea have proven that with time, anytime that Sancho has gone away from Manchester United, he seems to be performing very well. Chelsea want to give him that environment to grow and then perform and thrive as a player, and they are bringing him in somebody that can play in the right half space, left half space, and also hug the touchline. Somebody that was very good in the Champions League last season for them. Chelsea deepen up the quality that they have in there. Now, in there, Victor is going to come. The one person who they rate Sancho past, Jadon Sancho. Manchester United accepted a proposal. So Jadon Sancho to Chelsea is a here we go. It's a here we go. Like I did mention to you, Jadon Sancho to Chelsea is a here we go already. Jadon Sancho is a Chelsea player stands now. It's a loan deal with an obligation to buy next season. Chelsea will evaluate and then buy the man that's called Jadon Sancho. So yeah, we are there. Jadon Sancho deal already sorted. A lot more to come. A lot more. The Osimhen deal is going to come. Now I was saying, Senna won't join in live. When I was saying this, the Jadon Sancho deal, automatically a domino effect. It means that Raheem Sterling will go to Arsenal also on a loan deal. Now Chelsea would have to dot the I's about Raheem Sterling. Is it going to be Raheem Sterling on an obligation to buy or an option to buy from Arsenal? Mind you, Raheem Sterling is turning 29 in December, and Chelsea wanted to get him off the wage books now. So Raheem Sterling has agreed with Arsenal. It's just left for Chelsea to do a deal for him to go to Arsenal Football Club. I mentioned to you earlier, I said Raheem Sterling, a London boy. He loves to stay in London. His family's in London. He wants to do a deal for London to stay in there, and that's why he's favoring a London club. And Mikel Arteta gave the thumbs up for our branch friend Raheem Sterling. So we are waiting also for that as well. But Jadon Sancho, Diano Ako through there. It means that in the next few minutes we should expect Siebenya Raheem Sterling about 8:49. I want to say in the next 11 minutes we should expect Raheem Sterling also to Arsenal. Should be done, and everything should be going on well for them. Also, Arsenal Football Club, and of course, 325,000 pounds near that Chelsea wage bill. So for our branch FN Raheem Sterling is going to go off in there, and that's going to happen. So we are seeing how all of those things are panning out in the transfer market. It's a long night. 1 hour more to go. 1 hour more to go already. Yeah, you're very, very close to doing 1 hour here on Fiifi-Manfred on the live. Thank you very much to everybody who is joining here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. On the quality of Jadon Sancho. Let me go and look for the details of the Jadon Sancho bid. Let me run you by it. The details, that's the money that's involved. Somebody says, Fifi, what if Chelsea couldn't do that deal after 12? Can they still register Victor? Oh, Chelsea just have to exchange documents with Victor Osimhen. You just have to exchange documents. Once they exchange documents, the deal is done. They will register him. So in England, you register him based on the match. So maybe they will not be able to register him for the Crystal Palace game, but they'll be able to register him after the international break. It means that Osimhen will play for Chelsea after the international break. So yeah, that's the thing. If they just have to exchange documents. Chelsea just have to exchange documents, and it is good that over there in Europe, I mean, they use a lot of fax machines and stuff like that. They can just exchange the documents and emails. This one will sign their part. This one will sign their part. They'll email, they'll fax, they'll exchange the documents, and everything is done. So that's not a problem at all. They just have to find the agreement. If it's just even 30 minutes to go and they find the agreement, it can be done. So yes, Liel, Gemfi, true, it's an obligation to buy. Chelsea reach agreements with who? With Man U. Yeah, like I said, yeah. I've already mentioned that Chelsea have reached an agreement with Manchester United for Jadon Sancho with an obligation to buy. But I want the details as to how much Chelsea are paying for loan fee. Chelsea said to sign Jadon Sancho for Manchester United and an obligation to buy. Deal seem to be suiting both parties in there. Jadon Sancho is getting the job done. Live in there, the transfer conversation is on in all of the clubs. It is going on. It means that once the Jadon Sancho deal is done, we are getting closer to Raheem Sterling joining Arsenal Football Club. Raheem Sterling joining Arsenal Football Club. But mind you, also in terms of update, International Milan, Asher team, my friend Atalanta, Gian Piero Gasperini team in Atalanta, 4-0. Inter Milan extending their dominance in there. In somebody's asking Evans, I said, what's going on with Victor Osimhen? What's going on with Victor Osimhen? Oh, I did mention earlier on, Chelsea are sending in their last bid for Victor Osimhen. The deal with the club has been agreed. Aurelio De Laurentiis and Egbali already have a good relationship from the deal of Kalidou Koulibaly. So they are trying to agree a deal for Abranche Feno, Victor Osimhen together. So that's where we are now. And Chelsea will do the personal term. Jadon Sancho, welcome Jadon Sancho. Finally gets the move to his boyhood club. If you look at Jadon Sancho, he has always been a Chelsea fan. In 2013, when Chelsea won the UEFA Champions League, Sancho's Instagram, say, champions of Europe, we know who we are, Chelsea. Jadon Sancho has always been a Chelsea fan. This is what Abrante Feni Jadon Sancho said when he went in there, and then when Chelsea won the Champions League, when he was there. So he has always been a big Chelsea fan, and he loves to be a Chelsea fan in there. Now he comes to his boyhood club. I just hope that he can put up good performances like he did at Dortmund. But guys, I want to hear from you. So Oshe Jadon Sancho performance last season at Dortmund in the Champions League. I mean, are you worried? Are you happy for the deal? Or you are not happy? Let me hear from you in the comment section. Can't wait for Victor. Yeah, the Victor is going to come. Calm down, tranquilo, calma, calm down. But I want to hear from you. If you look at what Jadon Sancho did for Dortmund under Eden Terzic in the German Bundesliga and in the Champions League, are you happy? Are you happy that he's going to join us? Somebody say, Fifi, I'm hearing that Osimhen is staying at Napoli. I did mention, say Osimhen can stay at Napoli. Either so better than Napoli and Obeba Chelsea. It is not still done. Chelsea are putting their last bid. We'll see how it goes. Sancho deal is better than the Osimhen, in my opinion. Okay, that's an excellent opinion. We love it. We agree with you. Once here for Sancho is a better player. Somebody said that. Somebody says, I don't think Osimhen is coming. Chelsea ADL. Somebody says he's better player than Mudryk is. True, I agree with you. As it stands now, Sancho offers more than Mihailo Mudryk, so that makes a lot of sense. I'm happy for Sancho. I am happy for him too, and I'm happy for a lot of Chelsea fans. And one move, I'm telling you, one person that pushed for Sancho to come to Chelsea is Chelsea Chief Technical Director, Joe Schultz. Sobekaya On one pushing for Cole Palmer, on one pushing for Enzo Maresca, on one pushing for Romeo Lavia, on one was also pushing for Abrantia, your friend Jadon Sancho. He knows Jadon Sancho from Sancho's days in the academy at Manchester City. And Papa, your friend Joe Shields has pushed for Abrantia friend Jadon Sancho to come in. Watching you live from Dubai. Thank you very much, bro. Said you are watching us live from Dubai. Fifi, please, where is Ben Chilwell going? As it stands now, Crystal Palace in a close one she yambe for Branch FN Ben Chilwell, but it is not all done yet. 6 minutes, and we'll be doing one more hour. We'll be doing the countdown. We'll be doing 60 minutes to the end of the transfer window to know if Victor, the big one, Victor Osimhen to Chelsea. Joe Shields pushed to sign Jadon Sancho with an obligation. Joe Shields really trusts in Abrantia, your friend Jadon Sancho in there, and they have gotten the deal. Chelsea have gotten Jadon Sancho. Dato Fofana could be heading to Sunderland on loan. Dato Fofana will be going to Sunderland on loan. We are doing 1 hour. We've done 1 hour here on Fiifi-Manfred on the YouTube stream. 1 more hour to go. 1 more hour to go on the transfer market. 1 more hour to go. I should have brought like 5 bottles of water. I left them all in the kitchen. But of course, Jadon Sancho is in. Says, is Sterling actually going to Arsenal? Yes. The Jadon Sancho deal opens up. If Chelsea had not agreed with Arsenal for Sterling to go, they wouldn't have done the deal for Jadon Sancho. So the Jadon Sancho deal gets it done in there. Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis has welcomed former Chelsea academy player Billy Gilmore in Naples. Aurelio De Laurentiis just tweeted in there. Aurelio De Laurentiis just tweeted, and the tweets no any about Victor Osimhen. Aurelio De Laurentiis just tweeted in there, not about Victor Osimhen, but this time it's about Billy Gilmore. And Aurelio De Laurentiis says, "Benvenuto, Billy. Welcome, Billy," said Aurelio De Laurentiis in there. Somebody says, Sancho is going to compete with Neto. Squad depth on the left wing. Yeah, I think it's a good choice as well. In fact, Sancho can play on both wings actually. Fifi, please go and get more water because I think we need to get some more water actually. Disasi and Belashili, I know. Me, I've always said that I have a lot of faith in Belashili. I don't know what's happened to Belashili after his injury, but it has been bad. I hope that he can regain his form for all of us. Sancho to Chelsea will be a good signing. I hope so too. He's a good player. I hope he succeeds there in there for Chelsea Football Club in that conversation. We have 1 more hour to go. My watch is 8:57. 1 hour, 3 minutes to go. Over here on the live, we've done 1 hour, 1 minute. More fire, Fifi. Yeah, more fire to you too, Joyce Kwachi and everybody in there. Thank you very much. Of course, if you've not shared the link, share the link. Let people come in and then get someone to be in there. One of the things that I'm actually very happy about, and I said, Abranti FN Kani Chukwuemeka is not going anywhere. Kani Chukwuemeka, one of the players that I love at Chelsea Football Club. Encore Bebia, he's staying at Chelsea. He seems to stay put at Chelsea Football Club. He wants to be there. He will compete in there for a lot of titles this season. He's going to be an important player when he's fully fit. I don't think there is time for Chelsea to sign a centre back. No, Chelsea will not sign a centre back as it stands now in there. There is a domino going on. Sterling, Arsenal, Sancho, Chelsea, Nelson to leave Arsenal to Ipswich. Arsenal are getting really close. We are waiting for that as well. So Raheem Sterling, Sikano, every free Chelsea wage books now. So let me get 2 bottles of water. I will be back. Somebody says Victor Osimhen must come at all costs. I want him to come too. Many things are happening. Get ready. Things are happening. Get ready. The last 1 hour of the transfer window Fifi Ernest Nuamah to Fulham. How was it? I don't think that that deal is going to go through. I don't think Ernest Nuamah will go to Fulham. I think that he will stay at water is like Fifi. Yeah, true, Kofi. Water is big. I've gotten 3 extra bottles, free adverts for Vena Mineral Water. But yeah, water. I've gotten some more water, so no worry. For the next 1 hour. So yeah, 8:59 here, almost 9 p.m. Of course, here in Kumasi, where I'm talking from. 1 hour. It's 1 hour more. Then it means that it's if it's 9, then it's 11 p.m. in UK. 1 hour more. Once it's 10, it's going to be 12 a.m. in the UK, and everything's going to be done. Somebody says Sancho, Chelsea, here we go. Loan plus option to buy. Yeah. Papa Eko, it says Nuamah deal is done to Fulham. Oh, Eko, you mean? Dema, I have not seen that. I'm hearing that the Nuamah to. Oh wow, yeah, I just saw it. Nuamah to Fulham is done. Nuamah to Fulham is done. According to Fabrizio Romano, Ernest Nuamah on a permanent move from Olympic Lyon to Fulham. Wow, permanent move. That's huge. Another very, very huge Ghanaian winger on the English Premier League. I need to tweet about this. Huge move for Ernest Nuamah. Adds to the number of top Ghanaian wingers in the Prem. Will be important for Marcus Silva and his use of pace and directness during 10 overs. Also on the player side, Marcus will improve the off the ball ability of Nuamah. Yeah. So Ernest Nuamah to Fulham is a big done deal. I think it's a big Ghanaian move for Ernest Nuamah, and I'm excited for him. Somebody from the streets of Amakom here in Kumasi, getting a big move like that is life-changing. I mean, he was at Norgerland, moved to Lyon. But one of the things that people have not realized is that if you look at this deal, it means that what happens to Mudryk now that Sancho is joining? Mudryk is not going anywhere. He's going to be there. He's going to be another backup option in there for the team, on the wing in there for the team. So yeah, Mudryk is not going to go anywhere. He's still going to be there for the team. One of the things I was talking about Nuamah is that he goes to London and he's going to have a lot of time to have fun with his boys. I saw Mohamed Kudus and then Kamadin Suleimana. These are like very top players, very good friends from here in Ghana, and then they are going to get a chance to play in the English Premier League together. So still, Chelsea, like I told you in the last few minutes ago, Fabrizio Romano has Chalobah is going to go on loan. Chalobah is going to go on loan to Crystal Palace. I just checked, and then Fab just mentioned, said Chelsea are still trying on Victor Osimhen. Like I said, they're still on it, Victor Osimhen, but they can't give Osimhen what he wants. They will try until the final minute. As it stands, Osimhen has no agreement with Chelsea. Like I'm saying, as I said, there's no agreement. They are done with the club. That's one thing I wanted you to know. Chelsea are done with Aurelio De Laurentiis. And Nana may can say, Aurelio De Laurentiis, a honor no. Side negotiations, na one heading. Osimhen, player to wait and anything. Chelsea believes in the last few minutes, I can't just 2 minutes company. They can say, okay, fine, we'll give you the money, and the boy will come because so many is only other option. But also on the side of the club to club, on anything, Aurelio De Laurentiis can hold off. Always make I say, okay, still, yeah, my wage bill no can we'll sell him in January. and Chelsea wanted to avoid that. So they are done with Auriello. They are just left with the player. And player side, no, and are still Chelsea are trying to be creative. Maka said Chelsea would have to be very creative to get a way to sign Victor Osimhen on the wage conversation. I was explaining in a couple of minutes ago, say it has to be a very good base salary, and in that base salary, they need to find a way to add very, very attainable bonuses, very good and attainable bonuses. If they're able to add these attainable bonuses, then definitely they can get Victor Osimhen to come in and then play for them at Chelsea Football Club. And it's something that they are trying to do. They are trying to do it live, hard, making sure that it's done. But as it stands now, Chelsea are still getting it done. The club side is already done. It's just left to the player side. Chelsea would have to be creative to get Victor Osimhen. Everybody knows the quality of Victor Osimhen in the Chelsea team. It doesn't mean it's about Nicolas Jackson and Yabimbo. It just increased the depth in there for Chelsea Football Club over there, of course. So we are waiting to see how everything goes on. Chelsea is still in negotiation with Victor Osimhen. Chelsea are still in negotiation with Victor Osimhen. It is not a deal that has been closed. Just a few more minutes, we'll know how it's going to get in there. So yeah, I'm trying to see if I can send some message to some of the Nigerian guys that are close to him. Chelsea obligation. Wow. I'm seeing over here that Chelsea are going to get the obligation to buy Jadon Sancho for 20 to 25 million. Wow, that is cheap. Wow. Wow, Sancho for 25 million quid. Wow. Wow. Well, there you have it. According to Mike Keegan is the one that's reporting this. He's saying that Chelsea are going to get Jadon Sancho for 25 million. Big saving on the wages for United. Gets a problem for them out of the door. Yeah, of course, for United, it was a big problem for them. They've gotten their money. But yeah, an excellent one also for Chelsea Football Club, given what Jadon Sancho wants. So yeah, let's see how Jadon Sancho deal gets on. Somebody says, Osimhen, please come to Chelsea. Breaking it over. Osimhen stays at Napoli. Calm down. Genfi, Bedu, Felix. Nothing has changed. They are still on negotiations. Will Chelsea sign Osimhen? Yeah, they'll sign Osimhen. Fifi, what about the wages? Jadon Sancho is going to reduce his wages when it comes to Chelsea. Now that Sterling is going, they should give Osimhen what he wants. Exactly. That was one analysis that I was thinking about today. That if Osimhen is going, if Sterling is going, then definitely Chelsea should find a way to give Osimhen, because the Lukaku money is out of the wage bill, or Sterling's money is going to be out of the wage bill. Then you can give him the amount of money that he wants. I think that's spot on actually. So yeah, few more minutes, waiting to see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. 25 million obligation to buy. The news that is coming in for Osimhen is coming in minutes by minute. Fabrizio says Osimhen's update is minute by minute. Transfer obligation to buy 25 million. Sacha Tavolieri. He's a Belgian-based journalist, and Sacha is saying that it's all over. Victor Osimhen won't join Chelsea. He stays at Napoli. That's what Sacha is saying as it stands now. But we'll wait to see. I think that for me, it's not done yet. It's minutes by minutes. Fifi, what's the deadline time for the transfer window? In 51 minutes, the deadline is over. The deadline is on 51 minutes. Fifi, what the deadline time? Yeah, 51 minutes. Then the deadline is on. So we're waiting to see. Wait to see. Chelsea say they are still trying for Victor Osimhen. They are still trying for Victor Osimhen. Man, I'm tired. Tomorrow I have to be on air at 5. Pre-production starts at 5:30. We are on air at 6:30 on Love FM. Then insure at 9. A long day. But I can get to rest on Sunday, so no problem. Yeah, somebody say it's going to be like the Enzo deal. I think so too. Last minute. Hopefully it's going to be like the Enzo deal. Wow. Fabrice Hawkins is also reporting that Victor Osimhen is staying at Napoli unless on Monday the Saudi Arabians offer a huge deal. But let's see. Still, minutes by minutes. As it stands now, like I told you, what we said earlier is still valid. Osimhen, Chelsea are still trying to push. Fifi, we need Victor Osimhen, pal. UK and Ghana just 1 hour. Yeah, no, 2 hours. UK and Ghana is 2 hours actually. It's 2 hours. Fifi, I love your work. Can I get your contact? Oh, send me a DM on Twitter. My DMs are open. Nearly mentioned my contact. But yes, I'm on a lot of groups, a lot of WhatsApp. If you get the Insure FM WhatsApp group, my number is in there. You can find me. I'll reply the text. On Facebook, I'm very, very open. You can send me a message. I'll reply. Trust me. Twitter, my DMs are open. My email is in my Twitter bio as well. I respond a lot to my emails as well. My email is kofiasante862@gmail.com. It's in my Twitter bio. You go, send me a DM. Let's talk. I don't have a problem at all. Don't lose hope, Fifi. The Victor Osimhen deal is still on. I have not lost hope. I don't lose hope. Me, I don't lose hope at all. Okay. So still, like I was telling you, the issue is with Osimhen's wages. The issue is with Osimhen's wages. The wages. That's where Chelsea still need to be creative. They need to be creative because for me, the difficult part is Aurelio De Laurentiis. You've gone past it. The big one is the wages of Victor Osimhen. That's where you need to get it done, and they are struggling to get it done. They need to give the guy the money that he deserves and let him come in. I mean, I understand the wage conversation, but I mean, Osimhen is a top player, and he knows that he has dragged Chelsea to this point. He wants to play for Chelsea, but again, in England, it's also difficult for them because Obobo or Englander, most of the money goes into tax. So imagine you're giving Osimhen 175 and it's not good enough. I mean, he's not going to be there. So I think that they need to get a job done in terms of the wages and what they want to do for Victor Osimhen. Let's see. Also, now we've done 9:14, so we have 46 more minutes to go. 46 more minutes to go. We should know by the 50th minute if Osimhen is going to join Chelsea fully. Chelsea still don't have an agreement as it stands now. They are trying to do the deal in there for Abrante's friend Victor Osimhen to join Chelsea. Chelsea are still trying their best for Victor Osimhen. They want to push for the deal. Victor Osimhen to Chelsea. Wow, 25 million. That's huge. Oh, Lyon actually beat Strasbourg by 4 goals to 3. Wow. They turned it around. Wow. Gift Orban came in with 2 goals. Crazy. Raheem Sterling's agents and Arsenal are currently in the middle of London. They are in the city center of London trying to finalize the deal for Raheem Sterling to go to Arsenal. It's being finalized. Raheem Sterling to Arsenal. I can confirm here. It's been finalized. Raheem Sterling is going to go to Arsenal. Medicals is going to be prepared. Quickly this evening, he's going to be an Arsenal player. The time difference in Ghana and UK is 1 hour, bro. Okay. If it's 1 hour, then it means that it's 10:17 here. Really? Okay. Let me ask someone. Let me ask someone in Manchester right now what the time in Manchester is. What will be the time for the... I mean, I can even just check on my phone. Time in London. Oh, yeah. You guys are right. It's 10:17 in London, actually. Oh, let me have a small time. Okay, the transfer window actually starts at 11 p.m. 10:17, that's true. Yeah, the transfer window starts at 11 p.m. Guys, so 39 minutes, the transfer window is shutting. 39 minutes, 29 seconds. Transfer window is shutting. Okay. I have a feeling that something is going to happen in the next few minutes. No agreement between Victor Osimhen and Chelsea, even after new proposal presented 2 hours ago. Yeah, the final proposal. Tonight at 10, Chelsea presented a new important proposal. Chelsea did their best, but still Osimhen said no. Osimhen looks like he's going to join Chelsea. Sad. Chelsea sent in a final bid. Emmanuel, hello to you, Emmanuel. No agreement here. Osimhen, Chelsea sent in a final important debate to him. He still said no. Please, no. They will come after me, please. Accept and go, Victor. So, according to my friend Patty, this is what Patty is telling me. Patty says Osimhen wants 250K a week to sign for Chelsea. Max, Chelsea will give him 200K plus heavy incentives. Deal unlikely now. Like I was telling you, Chelsea offered Victor Osimhen 200K with heavy incentives of scoring goals, qualifying for Champions League and stuff like that. But just like Omar Okatugba, they say that our Osimhen believes that 45% of those monies will go into a lot of taxes in the UK. So you should give him more. So yeah, it looks as if that Victor Osimhen stands now. He is not headed to Chelsea. It's a deal that is not falling. That's falling through. Manchester stands now. Wages offered from Chelsea is not meeting Osimhen's requirements. Like I told you, it was about the wages. The deal is unlikely now. Let's see. If Chelsea are not signing Victor Osimhen today, it means that they are not signing anybody, any striker in there. My man Patty is saying something to me. Patty is saying something. I'm going to work on confirmation. Then I'll get back to you. We'll get back to see if it goes on well in there. Patty is saying something very, very important in there in the Osimhen conversation. Feeling hot. Patty is saying something in the Osimhen conversations. I'll cross check very soon, and then I'll get back to you about it if it's going to. Chelsea believe they have done everything to sign Osimhen within structural limits, but the player wants more. Club to club agreement was done, like I told you. I spoke to Patty. He told me club to club negotiations were done. Fifi, please, here we go for Sancho. Yes. Sancho, here we go is in long ago. You have it. Fifi, is a guy coming or what? As it stands now, Osimhen is not coming. The problem is with the wage structure. Chelsea gave him 200,000. Osimhen wanted 250,000 at least. They didn't give it to him. And as it stands now, Osimhen is not coming. Osimhen deal off. It's sad. Osimhen will not join Chelsea. Yeah, as it stands now, it's going to be tough for Osimhen to join Chelsea as it stands now. In there, Patty just gave me that confirmation. Patty says that Osimhen to Chelsea is over. Osimhen to Chelsea over. It's not going to happen as it stands now, unless in the next 35 minutes something drastic changes. As it stands now, Osimhen to Chelsea is not happening. I don't know if the Chelsea sporting directors are going to offer another bid for him, but I mean that's what is in the wage bill as it stands now. And let's see that Osimhen to Chelsea as it stands now, it's not going to happen. Osimhen to Chelsea is not going to happen as it stands now. That's the key word. It's not going to happen as it stands now. Wait to see if it is going to happen. Osimhen to Chelsea as it stands now. It's a deal that has not happened as it stands now. Wait to see if it's going to happen. Great. Osimhen to Chelsea. It's not happening. Yeah, Jacobs Ben also came up with another one. He says Chelsea have failed to agree personal terms with Victor Osimhen, barring crazy twists in the next 30 minutes. The deal appears off. Like I'm saying, still, unless in the next 30 minutes something drastic happens. We've done 1 hour 30 minutes here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. But we are not done here. 30 more minutes to go. We will wait to be here until the transfer deadline day is off. I'm going to be here till 10 p.m. Ghana time, 11 p.m. UK time. So we are all here. We are waiting to see. Let's see if in the next 30 minutes some miracle is going to happen. Fingers crossed. As it stands now, Chelsea gave Osimhen 200,000. He didn't accept it. Plus some crazy bonuses he hasn't accepted. He wanted 250,000. Let's see if that deal can be done. If it cannot be done, it means Osimhen to Chelsea is off at least for this summer. I don't even know you were live and I was watching Sports Panorama. Don't worry. Of course, Sports Panorama offers some excellent content as well. So, I mean, it's good that you are back here. Let's have the conversation here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Share the link if you've not. Osimhen to stay at Napoli, although the Saudi Pro League window remains open till September 2. So the Saudis have a lot of time to do a deal for Victor Osimhen to come in for them. Chelsea presented their best proposal thus far to Victor Osimhen in the wage structure, but it doesn't match Napoli's salary. He doesn't want to cut his salary too much. Can't wait for the briefs on club mouthpiece saying he was offered a wage and the wage make Osimhen look bad guy. That we are happy with the current option. Fans lap it up. Sancho, Felix, Modric, super sub. You won't know what will hit you. Breaking Victor Osimhen to stay at Napoli as stands now. And this is my man, cover. Ivan Toney was there for less than 40 million. We messed it up. We thought Osimhen was bluffing. Of course, Osimhen wasn't bluffing. He really wanted his money. If we're not going to give him money, he wasn't going to come. And 200,000 pounds per week, not good enough. Not good. Tony was there for less than 40 million. Vince. So, guys, let me hear from you. What do you think about Osimhen? Chelsea not getting Osimhen as it stands now. We've done 1 hour 32 minutes. We have 28 minutes to go. What do you think about it? I want to read all the comments about Chelsea not getting Osimhen as it stands now. Why is Osimhen too stubborn? You said you like Chelsea. Why are you pulling our levers? Charlie, see, regardless of everything, the money is also important. Osimhen has a family. In the UK, taxes are a lot. If he's going to take £200,000, 45% of that is tax. Do the calculation. It means somewhere around 135,000 or so will come into his pocket. And convert that to euros. Is that enough for him? I mean, if you're making a move, you need money as well. So let us be fair with the man. Go to Saudi Arabia if you need money. Of course. See, guys, I mean, I know if you are hurt by Saudi Osimhen, I'm also hurt. But you need to be decorum in that conversation. Maybe not now, but they're going to get him. Is Sterling deal, loan, or permanent? Sterling is on loan to us now, not permanent yet. Chelsea didn't try a car. I think Chelsea did, actually. I think Chelsea gave Osimhen 200,000. Again, me matrasi me church mu the wage structure no. Chelsea and Champions League. Almost say they need to make sure they spend within a particular limit. So they need to try and be there, which is very important. Ivan Toney is also gone. Yeah, Chelsea could have gotten Toney, but Toney is gone. Chelsea will surely get one. Fifi, where is Toney now? Toney has gone to Al Ali in Saudi Arabia. He's gone to Al Ali, Saudi Arabia. Why is it? Because he is back. Osi will come back. Osi will come back to Chelsea, bro. Yeah, it's possible. Fifi, we have to move on because the directors are not ready. I think that, see, one of the things I think very important, they say now under this new regime, I think say player A moving to Chelsea, the player should be totally convinced of person about Chelsea. And yes, this kind of fanaba because project it's all about Chelsea there. You should be willing to come in and play for them. So we wait to see. Says good evening, bro. You're doing great for us. God bless you. Thank you very much. Amen. God bless you too for supporting me. I don't joke at all with your support. I'm grateful. My heart is always filled with joy when I hear from you guys. Someone says, let's just trust Jackson. I think, see, someone back throughout this season, na me convinced about Osimhen. Mona moye na Fifi, let's get to Osimhen. Fifi, let's bring in Osimhen. And I'm saying, okay, fine, Martin, let's get to Osimhen. If we don't get to Osimhen, means we need to work hard and see that Jackson stays and gets the goals. I think that we have enough attack to get a job done. Fifi, the owners are not serious. I agree. I think that Chelsea to Osimhen is saying a huge statement to the owners. Say we really want to compete, but somewhere in Ghana now, where are you going to get somebody like Osimhen to come in and play the football? But you never know. Let's see next summer. Wait to see. We all knew the only possible way was to convince Osimhen to leave is elite. The plan hasn't worked, but he was the most likely. He will be almost like we all knew it. Of course, I think that was also smart. Chelsea really wanted to leave it late and to see if they can push Osimhen to come in there. The owners are not serious. The guy have family. To be honest, Osimhen, I'll go to Al Ali. I mean, of course, the money is important, guys. Fifi, why Chelsea did not buy any problem if they? Why Chelsea? No, Chelsea will not be in any problem. They just want to make sure that you see. One of the problems that could come if Chelsea mess up the wage structure and say they will destabilize the team. Players be to say Kopama, Nicolas Jackson will come asking for more money because one more Osimhen says carry that they also deserve it. So that's why it's smart that they are keeping the base salary at that point. Then they will increase it in terms of the bonuses not for him. But as it stands now, still no agreement. You have 24. No, we have 28 minutes to go. 28 more minutes to go. I was looking at the time here. We don't want. We'll forget Osimhen and then move to Ugarte. Yeah, Ugarte is a top striker to wait see next summer. Fifi, I'm standing close to Stamford. Wow. Send us a picture. Let us see how Stamford Bridge looking like. We want Victor. It will help Chelsea. Yes, of course. I really miss Rome. Oh, you were in Rome? We're in Rome? Okay. Osimhen will go to Saudi. 27. Chelsea is too stubborn. Fifi, the owners are not serious. Yeah, I think that Osimhen was a huge opportunity that we missed out on. We won't help a lot of messages. I hope they won't sign. No, they are not going to sign. Forget about that. Dominic Calvert-Lewin there was just a brief. Chelsea are not going to sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. I know right this weekend. Tomorrow I'll bring you the pre-match analysis of Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, which is a Sunday game. I'll bring it to you tomorrow, God willing. Once we are Fifi. Is Sancho deal gone through? Yes, Sancho has gone through. Sancho is a Chelsea player stance now. It's a loan with an obligation to buy. We do really need Victor. Yes, Chelsea really needed him. He's a big option. Chelsea based on opportunities. Sancho, blah, blah, blah. He won't help us. Please, KK. Fifi, update us on Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka is staying. No move for him. I want him to say personally, I think I'm happy that Chukwuemeka is staying at Chelsea in the summer. Keep it up, Fifi. Guys, I do it for you. I'm grateful. I'm always going to do this. Just strength of God and then God's health, good life, strength. I love this. I'm going to do it for you. Trust me. Chelsea plan was Osimhen based on opportunity. Jackson has shown improvement. Felix can play there. I mean, that's also a good take. I mean, Jackson can play there. We hope that Jackson finds scoring boosts this season, and people are going to be. You see, the big problem with Chelsea is that people are not patient, and you can understand because club now a woman before the club used to get a lot of success. CCR success didn't buy, so Kofi Mares can forget. Don't do this. Richardo is not a good person. So if Sancho is coming, what about Willian's development plan? Oh, Estava Willian. I mean, Willian is coming next year. Willian is going to play on the left, on the right, sorry. And there are a lot of options. I mean, it's once next year gets there, we'll see. We are 3 more viewers to get to 500 views, live views as our peak here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Share the link. If you've not shared the link, like it, push it. Let other people join in here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Victor Jokeresh is searching. But not tonight. Chelsea will not buy any other striker. If we keep it up, Fifi, we really appreciate what you have been doing for Blue fans. I appreciate your love too. Can't Chelsea pay 250 or financial problem? It's not necessarily a financial problem. Chelsea can pay. They just want to stay within the certain wage bill for now. 509, grateful. So that when they qualify for Champions League, they can get a job done in there. So it's not as if that's a problem. It's not a financial problem. Chelsea can pay 500. Wage bill 250,000 they can pay. My thinking is that if you had Lukaku at 325, you have a new wage bill. Lukaku has left the club. He has gone to Napoli. Osimhen is coming. Give Osimhen 250. That's no money. That's no money. I mean, for me, I'm disappointed, and I agree with you lot who are saying that the Chelsea owners are not serious. I don't like it when people use hard words or harsh words on people. But to be very honest, you can't give Victor Osimhen 250. You've let Raheem Sterling off your wage book 325. Romelu Lukaku 325. 325 times 2. What is it? We're talking about 650,000. We can give Victor Osimhen 300,000. Give him 300,000. Then give him huge what's the name? KPIs. Let him know that if the first year, if it doesn't work out, the wages will reduce. But you can't give Victor Osimhen 300,000. You waffle around it. You give him 200,000. You are calling his bluff. Somebody who has had 600,000. You can't tell this young man that he's not ambitious. He's ambitious. He also has a family. If you don't know, the story of Victor Osimhen is clear. If you go to Nigeria, Victor Osimhen's family, he's the youngest boy in there. He's the youngest boy. He used to sell water in the street of Nigeria just to feed his family. His mother passed. It was left to his father. God has blessed him for him to get to where he has gotten to. You want him to come and work for nothing? Sometimes some of these things, they're unfair. I understand. Chelsea want to work in a wage bill, which makes sense. But in that wage bill, sometimes there's supposed to be there's supposed to be an exception. And Osimhen is a world mover. I agree with people, and me myself, I've asked these questions before. Osimhen hasn't scored more than 15 goals more than 3 times in his career. But forget about that. Osimhen gets into this Chelsea team. It fits like glove. Unless the sporting directors are telling me that a different plan be a yen. But Osimhen boy Napoli. Osimhen boy even at when he was at Lille. Osimhen boy when he was. I mean, this is a generational talent. Osimhen the way on Nancy, how he gets into the box and the aggression. These are top things, top qualities that you will need in a striker. After Osimhen Abba, Yebe Bono, pay the 250,000. Massa. You can't even tell me that Osimhen is a bad person. I know that Chelsea will brief their journalists to come in. Fifi, thank you so much for the wonderful updates you are giving us. God bless you. God bless you too, bro. I know that Chelsea will brief their journalists to come and say that yes, Chelsea tried, but trust me, you could have done better. I mean, I understand Chelsea, I understand Osimhen, but this is Chelsea fans speaking. I'm frustrated. Pay 250,000, Massa. 50,000. When Stanley and Stewart have to go, calm down. This one there, calm down. They don't have to go yet. Roman, please, where are you? I know, right? If Roman was here, he would pay this money. If Roman was here, 100. 20 more minutes to go. Let me check my phone. Phone is on D&D, so I'm not seeing anything. My friend Proto says the project's a joke. Wow, Leon have announced the signing of Wilfred Zaha from Galatasaray. Steven Zando is calling me in my life. What does Steven Zando have to say? Oh, Steven Zando is calling me. What does he have to say? Okay, guys, official in now. Victor Osimhen to Chelsea, completely off. Osimhen will not come to Chelsea. No agreement with Chelsea and the delegation now leaving Napoli. If nothing happens in Saudi Arabia in the next 3 days, Osimhen will stay at Napoli, but he's not going to be part of the first team squad. Relationship currently broken. The deal is off. Chelsea are too stubborn. Mr. Avo, yeah. Boy, I'm on YouTube live. I'm on YouTube live. Do you want to say hello to Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube? Or update my Osimhen. All right, but say Sancho, there's why a winger. Osimhen is center forward, big center forward. Boy, yes, yes, Sporting. I tell you, Osimhen, once we get to Osimhen, top four straight. Exactly. Exactly. I got 18 minutes. MCC update I mean the deal is completely off. Chelsea offered him 200,000. He wanted 250,000. Why? Oh, Sisi now do fee. Wow. I go finish the live in like 17 minutes and I'll call you back. All right. So Fabrizio Romano Eka same way, and that's exactly as someone I make at Chemo in the last few hours. I say, I think Chelsea thought that maybe players could be tempted last minute if they had no possibilities, even if their salary wasn't the best. And then as someone I make Chelsea plan or they call Naples no, and they say so Omuko could do Naples. Omunim say Napoli for no. A friend is saying Lukaku bomb wage bill no so, and Osimhen any option to go to Saudi Arabia, Al-Ali. In any Saudi, they will be tempted to accept Chelsea like that. It doesn't make sense. Trust me, it doesn't make sense. And this was public. Everybody knew this. Wow. Guys, another update. Ghanaian update. Ernest Nuamah deal to Fulham on the verge of collapsing after new issues. I'm sure it's going to be possible injury. Something like that. Wow. Wow. Ernest Nuamah deal to um, Fulham is almost off. Guys, 12 more minutes. Nothing happens means that everything is done. But guys, yeah, on a positive though, Chelsea have some very, very good forward depth. The wing depth up top, the winger depth for me is the best in the league. If you look at the dynamic wingers that are very versatile, we're looking at Pedro Neto, Mihailo Mudryk, Palma, Noni Madueke, Joao Felix, Jadon, Sancho. Players that have more contrasting profiles, not the same, and players that also fit each other. So, and Chelsea are not going to be reliant on one person this season if these things keep on going. More dynamic wingers, Neto, Noni, and then Modric, 1v1 wingers to hug the touchline. And then the pulsar wingers, those that come inside on the half space in there. Palmer, Sancho, Felix. And these are tools that can break any fullback as well. Sterling is going to Arsenal. Sterling is going to Arsenal. It's very close. Sterling is going to Arsenal. It will happen. Wow. Guys, 7 more minutes. Medicals for Raheem Sterling to Arsenal is ongoing right now. Medicals, Raheem Sterling to Arsenal, ongoing right now, and they are exchanging documents. what I'm seeing from Di Marzio is laughable. Chelsea offered Victor Osimhen 4 million per season guaranteed base salary euros plus another 4 million in bonuses, making it 8 million. 2 million each Chelsea qualify for Champions League, 10 million. Another 2 million for goals and appearances, making it 12 million. But the 4 million, Osimhen was taking almost 12 million assured in Napoli. He's never going to take that amount of money. Guys, 2 minutes. Somebody just like a stupid about Chelsea scared of injuries. Yeah, I mean, the injury stint is there. Raheem Sterling, Arsenal, through. Reece Nelson and then Amando Burat, Ipswich Town is off. Ernest Nuamah to Fulham on the verge of collapsing. Guys, it's 10 p.m. The deal is done. I mean, Chelsea could not get it through. I need to get some rest, brood over it. God willing, tomorrow on the show, we'll do our analysis on why this may have happened, and then we'll analyze the Chelsea squad going forward and see what they can do. Chelsea are just not willing to bring the fans' choice to them. The top four is out of reach now. I disagree. I don't think the top four is out of reach. Let's calm down. Don't make decisions now. Afinajan to Juve, I've seen it. I don't know how feasible that is. You can be fine when we don't sign a striker. Joyce scratches saying, "Hi, Joyce." Joyce has been. So yeah, guys. This is why I draw the curtain on. Say a big thank you to everybody sharing the content, sharing the link, subscribe to the channel, and turn notification on. I'm very, very grateful to you. I'll see you, God willing, tomorrow in the morning. I need to get some rest. I look very tired. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, and I'm grateful. Bye bye.